Okay, and now, finally, on to weekly wax melts numbers 58 and 59. How tired are you guys? Obviously, I'm tired of seeing me in this grubby old black t-shirt today. The reason I say that, if you're watching this review but didn't watch the ones prior to this, is because I just got done doing a 3-part review of a new order that I got in, and some of my fall favorites, or all of my fall favorites. So I am just going to jump right into this immediately because some of the stuff that I did review, that I just got done reviewing cold, I actually had doubles of, because the lovely Kathy had sent me some of those items, not knowing that I was going to place an order, or did place an order, and had also ordered some of those items. So I reviewed them cold, and there are a few now that will get reviewed in this portion warm, because I've already melted them. Okay, blueberry pie was a new one for this month. I did not know, truthfully, how I was going to feel about this. It's half blueberry cheesecake and half kettle corn. Now, I do like the blueberry cheesecake scent. Kettle corn isn't, or any of the, there, that dang fly is back again. Any of the popcorn type scents typically are not ones that I especially care for, but this is exceptional. Ashton was home when I melted this one, and it smelled a lot like if you had a blueberry pie in the oven. Seriously? Is he on my hat? It smelled like if you have a blueberry pie in the oven, and you get that little bit of run over from the juices, and they kind of start to cook on the cookie sheet. That's what this smelled like to me. And this, even though it's kettle corn in here, actually smelled like a true pie crust to me. So I really enjoyed that one, far more than I thought I was going to. St. Bart's, this is a tropical scent. It's coconut colada, I think, is what it said. I know there's pomegranate in here. I can smell pomegranate immediately, and I can smell coconut immediately, and I'm assuming when it said coconut colada in the scent description that the colada meant pineapple, but don't take my word for that, because I don't know that for sure. This was really, really nice. I prefer this one a little bit more cold, because I do get an equal combination of the coconut and the pomegranate and the pineapple, if that is what is in there. But when it went in the warmer, I got mainly coconut out of it. So if that's what I was looking for, I would go more for just the straight up coconut scent. I mean, it's nice, but it's not enough out of the ordinary for me to order that one again. Cashmere Forest. This is a scent that Melissa came up with several years ago, and is a combination of amber romance and patchouli. Both are scents that I really like on their own. I'm not crazy about the combination. I guess it was just too earthy for me. And as I said in my earlier reviews today, I'm becoming more and more and more a bakery and fruity type scent person. It's not that I don't like any of the earthy scents, or I don't like any of the perfumey scents, but given my druthers, I prefer the bakery and fruity type scents. So this is very earthy, very, very strong throwing. If you like scents like Hippie Chick or Woodstock or any of those really earthy scents like that, incensey type scents, give Cashmere Forest a try. You will love it. Whoopie Pie. I'm going to take you back to my childhood again. It does smell like a whoopie pie cold, but when it went in the warmer, what it really smelled like to me is also when I was a kid, and I was talking about my mom earlier and how she would make us apple cider during the cold months. she would make us hot chocolate a lot in the wintertime. And back in those days, in the mid-60s, making hot chocolate didn't mean tearing open an envelope and adding hot water. It meant boiling milk on top. Well, I guess you didn't have to heat it until boiling, but heating milk on top of the stove and adding Hershey's cocoa powder. And then she would always finish it off with a big spoonful of marshmallow fluff. And that's exactly what this smelled like when it started warming, was old-fashioned hot chocolate to me. So, so good. Pink Cherry Blossom I reviewed earlier. This was the scent that Tara had hidden under the couch, so I actually ordered it twice. And this is really, really good. You get the sweet, feminine, sugary scent from the pink sugar, and then you get just that really nice, almost woodsy floral from the cherry blossom. I really enjoyed that one. Butterscotch pecan pie is fabulous and smells like exactly what it says. Actually, it smells like a butterscotch pecan pie more so when it's cold, because I smell more of the crust when it's cold. When it went in the warmer, it smells just like butter rum lifesavers. This was delicious. If you're a fan of sticky, sweet, buttery scents, you need to try this. You will not be disappointed. Or if you're a fan of pecan pie or sweet potato pie, definitely give that one a try. Mahogany Spice, I liked it better. Now this is one I liked better warm than I do cold. It's a spicy floral. Mahogany I thought would smell more woody, but it doesn't. It smells more like a flower or like a perfume. I've had like chocolate sandalwood, which I didn't think I was going to like either. You know, you get that sweetness in combination with that woodsiness, and in there it worked. This doesn't really work for me. It's not terrible by any means, but not one that I enjoyed as much as I would have liked to. Tiffany D 2.0, sorry. Now, I talked about this earlier, that it's so complex. I mean, there is a little bit of everything in here. It's woodsy, it's earthy, it's flowery, it's sweet, it's slightly fruity. There's not a lot of fruit in here. I don't get a lot of fruit. It's very, very, very good. I almost get like a slight peppery note out of it. I didn't out of the whole one when I melted it, which I've still got sitting in front of me somewhere. But once I cut into it, I got almost this little bit of like pepperiness, which added this really nice unexpected element. Now, I know that you people who have all tried this have all gone head over heels crazy for it. I'm not one of those people, I'm sad to say. I really, really, really like it cold. I think it would be fantastic in a room spray, as a body spray, maybe in a lotion or a bath bomb. But when it gets warmed up, I don't like it as much, because then it becomes way too perfumey for me. Yeah. It actually, once it warmed up, I don't know if any of you have ever tried, this was years ago, they had Sex in the City perfume. It kind of reminds me of that. It doesn't smell exactly like it, but there's something about it that is similar. And that perfume I kind of associate with a bad memory. So maybe that's why I didn't like it as much warm. Cold, however, like I said, I think that would be fantastic in anything, you know, that you wanted to spritz it on, whether it's yourself or the furniture. Blackbird Pie, I really, really, really like this. It's a combination of currants, blackberries, a little bit of cinnamon, not a lot, and I think there's some orange or lemons. There's something citrusy in here. This is even better warm than it is cold. Perfect for fall. It would be a great winter scent too, but because around here, this is the time of the year, excuse me, when people are doing a lot of blackberry picking is in the early fall. So that's more of a fall type scent to me, and a great transitional type scent in my opinion. Prada Candy I also talked about earlier. I've got 2 of these. This was another. I preferred it cold rather than warm. I think I wrote this one down. No, I did not. Some of them I did. Yeah, this one I didn't. This is extremely strong throwing. Very perfumey, very feminine, slightly musky, slightly powdery. I liked it. I prefer Fancy Love over this one. This one was just way too strong for me. Now, I like strong scents, but that one was just too much. Sweet Angel Dust. I've had this in the past. Emma actually picked this one out to melt the other day. It smells like an amped up version of Bazooka bubblegum to me. It's not as sweet as Bazooka bubblegum. It's got a bubblegummy type scent, but there's something very tart about this at the same time. So I like that one. That's another one that has an excellent throw. Pumpkin Blueberry Crunch. Oh my god. If you haven't tried this, you have to. I mean, if you're a bakery lover, this is a combination of, is it blueberry cheesecake in this one too? I think so. Did I write this one down? No. Or maybe it's blueberry cobbler in this one. Yeah, I think it's blueberry cobbler in this one. And pumpkin pecan waffles. I really like blueberry cobbler on its own. Pumpkin pecan waffles is okay, but there was something that was a little bit off to me. Maybe it was too nutty. I don't know. Anyway, the combination of these two, smelling it cold, I was like, you know, it's okay. Ashton loved it immediately. I thought, well, you know, just another one of those all scents. No, I was so mistaken. That is so good. My whole house, and I mean the whole house, not that my house is huge, because it's not, but normally I'll melt a half a scent shot at a time, and then I typically have like the laundry room doors closed and my bedroom doors closed, so it's basically scenting the dining room, the kitchen, and the living room. And they're plenty strong. This one scented every room in the house. I was outside doing so. I could smell it coming out through the windows. I could smell it when I walked into my mudroom from outside. It's so crazy good. Who knew? I certainly didn't. I certainly did not expect to get that out of it warm, but I am thrilled that I did. Twisted Peppermint. This is a peppermint I can handle, because it's not that super sharp peppermint scent. There's some vanilla or something in this that kind of tones it down a little bit. It smells very much like a candy cane to me, or peppermint taffy. It smells more like a candy cane than anything else. And Harvest Gathering. This is another new scent. This one I'm a little bit surprised by. It is perfumey. It's leaves and poisoned apple. I think it's poisoned apple. Poisoned or enchanted, but I'm pretty sure it's poisoned. Poisoned apple and leaves type are not two of my favorite scents on their own. They're not bad, but they're not my favorites. This combination works. It's a fall type cologne, perfume, I don't know. The apple in here, there's something very, very different about the apple in this scent shot than any of the other apple scents I've smelled. And I mean that in the very best way. It's more like an apple shampoo without smelling clean. Does that make sense? Kind of that fake apple. I don't know. Actually, kind of like Jolly Rancher green apples. And then you get a little bit of leafiness in there from the leaves type, that almost like dried leaf tobacco type scent. That's what I get out of that. So I think that one's going to be a big hit. So that's it. Thank you so much for your patience. Thank you for sitting with me throughout this interminably long review. I will try not to make them so extensive the next time, or if I have to break them up in parts, I'll spread them out over a couple of days. Although I guess you can watch them over a couple of days too, so maybe it doesn't matter. Anyway, as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.